What's up guys, Bobby with Camplife Customs, and we're coming at you with another luxury van walkthrough here in sunny San Diego. We just finished this van and it's gonna be heading down to Baja. This couple came from Cabo all the way up here to have us build this van. It's gonna be spending its life adventuring through Baja, Mexico, and it needed to be built so that it would be successful in that environment. So let's check it out and I'll walk you through all of the features and all of the special little details that we put into this build. So this is a pretty rare vehicle. It's built on an actually German-built Sprinter. So it came from Germany, shipped to Mexico, and it's very rare for being a true 4x4. They stopped doing the 4x4 in America in 2022. This is a 2025 4x4. And so it's not the all-wheel drive that you'll find on any of the Sprinters that we get here in the States now. It's a really cool platform for us to start with. So this build is equipped with so many different features. It has a roof rack, it has upgraded suspension components, a full indoor wet bath, it has a sink with hot water, solar charging capabilities, a 12-volt AC, a robust electronic component system. This thing is really built to be able to take off-grid for a lengthy amount of time. So let's take a step inside and I can walk you through all of the details of this build. So let's start in the rear end of the vehicle. The first thing that you'll notice is this beautiful and very comfortable bedroom that we've built. In the ceiling we have our best finish, in my opinion, as far as a ceiling goes, but that is our bamboo board and batten finish. It's my favorite, it's beautiful. We have a couple overhead cabinets. We've done the flares on this vehicle so that you can sleep sideways. And you have about 82 inches of width for this bed. So this is a full-size queen bed in the back, very comfortable, a 6-inch memory foam mattress with custom upholstery. And you can see in the back of this vehicle, it's super comfortable and done very in a very classy way. So down below, you'll notice that we made a very large garage. This has a ton of room for storage. It also has our electronic component cabinet and our plumbing cabinet. On the back of this cabinet, you'll see an outdoor shower and both of our fresh and our gray tank gauges so that you can monitor where you're at with your water levels. So down below you can see we designed a very large garage space. This garage can be used for a number of things. You can put all of your camping gear in there. I can mount a bike mount for bicycles to be able to mount the forks to. I mean, it's large enough to fit golf bags, luggage, any of your equipment, any of your camping gear, and what have you. So on this right side, this is our electronic component cabinet. On the left is our plumbing cabinet. The design of these walls, we've done this with hex ply, which is a very rugged finish on plywood, so that whatever you throw back here is not going to be damaging the finish and scratching things up. And even while you're underway and driving and things are shaking around, you're not going to be scratching things up. But we have these nifty little thumb screws that are on these panels. And they come apart very simply. We take these thumb screws out. There's 4 of them. And what that does is it gives you the opportunity to open these panels up without tools. So say you have a breaker that pops, a fuse that pops, you're able to remove these very simply and check your system. When it comes to any removable panel, we try to design it in this fashion so that we can remove panels without tools. And you can see this is our electronic component system. So it's as easy as that to remove this panel and to jump in there and to check your systems. The fabric print is kind of like a boho design. We have that custom made on denim. And so behind these panels, we have 3M Thinsulate to properly insulate the bedroom. And then we have these fabric wrap panels that go right over the top. So when it comes to layout design, we can do pretty much anything. Every single van that we build is different. We've never really built 2 the same. For this specific client, they needed a full indoor shower with a sideways sleeper, a kind of half kitchen, and the option to seat 4 to 5 people. So we ended up doing a fold-away seat in the doorway. So this seat back will fold forward, and that whole seat will fold up out of the way so that you can cleanly and easily walk through the middle. The first thing that you come to when you walk into the side entrance of this van is this big, full wet room indoor shower. It has a teak insert, stainless fixture. It's got a slide out dry flush toilet on a tray. And you can see that it is pretty spacious. I'm 5'10" and I can fit in the shower pretty darn good. Down here is the slide out toilet. It's got a very simple action to it, and it slides out and locks into place. This is our favorite toilet. It's a Laveo dry flush, and the advantage of this dry flush toilet is you'll never have bad smells in your van. When it comes to toilets, this is our favorite. Using cassette toilets, using composting toilets, I've seen nothing but bad results from those. When you walk into your van, you don't want to taste yourself. And that's the advantage of this dry flush toilet, is you never get bad scents. It's essentially the same technology as a diaper genie. It's got a long Mylar bag in it, and it seals each use. So we really are a big believer in this toilet. So having this slide out toilet in the bathroom gives you the advantage of being able to have some privacy. So when you come in to use it, you can close your Nautilus door and have a barrier between you and anybody else that's possibly in the van with you. And then it's as easy as hitting this little switch here and pushing it back and locking it into place. Between the shower and the bedroom, we have our Norcold fridge. It has a small freezer in it and ample storage for all of your food and beverages. Next to it, we have a spice rack / pantry. In this design, we had to save some space, so we made that a little bit slim, but still has a lot of space in it. And underneath, we have a drawer for all your utensils and whatever else you might want to store. And on the passenger side, we have a sink cabinet. So this is all bamboo countertop, a custom bamboo insert for a cutting board, and then it comes with a dish drying rack and a grid for underneath so that you're not resting anything on the bottom of that sink. Right here we did a bamboo partition that has some cutouts, so you have kind of an open feel to the van, and you can still, at nighttime when the door is closed, you can see through that pony wall so that you can have an open feel to the van. On the end of our overhead cabinet is where all of our controls are. We like to keep things simple. We don't want to have too many controls. You don't need to be thinking that this is the cockpit of an airplane. You got a single touch screen for all of your lighting and your water pump, your Starlink, and all that kind of stuff, an inverter switch, and your battery monitor. So this is going to tell you where your charge is at, what your consumption is, and it's also going to tell you what your charge rate is. So this is an S-Pod touchscreen, so you can actually touch and turn on and off each zone of lighting, and you can also dim it down and dim it back up. And this S-Pod has your control for your exterior lighting on your passenger and your driver. It has your bathroom light, it has your kitchen light under the overhead, and it has your main light zone. Down below here we have our microwave that's inset into the garage. We have a removable panel on the back side so that if you were to ever have problems with that microwave, it's easily replaceable. And then we did a custom step right here so that you can utilize that to step up into the bed. Underneath the sink, there is ample storage, a couple shelves, and we also have the control for our hot water heater under there so that you can set your max temperature. In this van, we have a Fugatti water heater. It is an instant hot water heater. And on one 2-pound camp stove bottle, it will heat about 60 gallons of water. So that's basically 3 full tanks in this van. So it's super efficient, and it gives you instant hot water. So you run the water in 10 seconds or less, you have hot water coming out. For the bedroom, we have a full queen size bed. We ended up doing the flares so that we can accommodate comfortable sleeping in an east-west or left to right sleeping arrangement. We did a custom upholstered cover for this mattress. It's got a 6-inch memory foam mattress, so it's very, very comfortable. We did this custom fabric. It's kind of a boho custom print, so has a very contemporary and clean design to it. And we have the overhead cabinetry in the bedroom as well. So you have space for clothing and any personal items that you'll be traveling with. The way that we design this is on one side we have a bigger overhead cabinet, and then on the other it's got a smaller profile so that you're able to sit up and lay back without hitting your head. So on this driver's side we have that slimmer profile overhead cabinet. For the ceiling, we did our board and batten bamboo finish. We have a Max Fan Deluxe roof vent up in the forward placement. And in the rear, we have a Dometic RTX 2000 12-volt AC. That's a very efficient air conditioner. We have 800 amp hours of battery in this rig, so you'll be able to run that for a long time without sacrificing power to run all of these other components, whether it be lighting, your refrigerator, or utilizing your inverter for 110 components like a blender or you know, a cooktop or what have you. Throughout the van we have charge ports. So on either side of the bed we have USB and USB-C charge ports to be able to plug your phone, tablet, any of those kind of things in. And then throughout the van we also have 110 outlets so that you can turn that inverter on and you can run any of your 110 components. Here at Camplife Customs, every van that you see is unique in its design. It is fully custom, it's in our name. So whatever you see here feature-wise, layout-wise, it's exactly what that specific customer asked for and was looking for. For example, this customer needed a very specific seating arrangement and also was not looking for a cooktop or stove of any kind. So that's why you see only a sink and a fridge. So it's almost like a half kitchen design, but it's very unique and exactly what that customer was looking for. So on the exterior of this vehicle, we've done a number of upgrades. From a van compass suspension kit and lift kit, we did a complete new leaf pack in the rear to really stiffen it up and have it stand tall so it's off-road capable. We did BFG all-terrain tires. We did the flares to extend our sleeping space, and we did a full custom wrap. So this was originally a white van, and we did this full custom in-house. We also added an aluminum rack and ladder, exterior lighting on all 4 corners. We have 300 watts of solar, a roof vent on the top. We also have the 12-volt air conditioner, and we also have Starlink. So this thing has mobile internet capability wherever it goes. I'm Bobby with Camplife Customs. For more van conversion content, like and subscribe. And as always, if you have any questions or need anything at all, contact us at camplifecustoms.com.